Hi guys, welcome to Football Brownie. Hope you're all well and keeping each other safe and spreading the love. Welcome to the Southampton v West Ham watchalong. The game is, I think it's an hour. To be honest, I think I put this the schedule of this a bit early than what I should have. But this is half a problem over here. When you look at some of the websites, they come up to like 1 or 2 hours early. We're an hour early, so God knows what we're going to be talking about for an hour. But yeah, I'm just wondering if the lineups have been named yet. No, nothing named yet. So yeah, well, I've gone for a 1-1 draw, I think, with this one. Don't let me know what you think in the comments, and we'll see. Right. Who do I want to be? Who do I want to? I think I'm meant to be. Do you want to be Arsenal TV when you grow up? No, not really. Half of them are, because I know who this is, half of them are people who travel from tier 3 to tier 4 when you're supposed to be on a full shutdown, not thinking of others. So no. Next question, Jonathan. But anyway, back to it. I think it's going to be 1-1. And I don't know. I mean, Southampton did have a good start to the season. West Ham have been seem to be progressing under Moyes, but it's, I don't know. His team selection against Brighton was very, very suspect, and going by the West Ham fan channels and podcasts and so on, it kind of like Moyes has, before that game, it seemed to be Moyes turned the thoughts of West Ham fans around, and that took a long time and a lot of hard work. However, the way we set up against Brighton was, even though I'm not a West Ham fan, but it was quite disgraceful, really. Should have went to attack. He had so many defensive-minded players. He played Noble, kind of like a number 10. And yeah, really weird. So all that hard work, which it took a while for him to build up and change the minds of West Ham fans, just seemed to be smashed to pieces before the Brighton game. Then lo and behold, at half time, he changed it for the better. Now, they just conceded before half-time, and I'm thinking, and many West Ham fans are also thinking as well, had they not conceded before half-time, he probably would have continued with that first half team selection. Absolutely atrocious. Southampton, on the other hand, I haven't watched much of them, only I watched the Arsenal game against them. Arsenal were down 10 men. In my opinion, Southampton didn't take full advantage, but let me know how you guys think. Let me know what you think the score will be, and predictions. Also, as well, going on today's news is Diego Costa. Over here, I reported it on an earlier video. Please check it out. This morning, Marca Mark published a story that Diego Costa approached Atletico Madrid last Sunday and asked, can he have his contract terminated due to family reasons? Now, I don't really want to go into suspicions about family reasons, but Costa was injured. He had a hernia injury in the early part of 2020 that kept him out for a long while. Then he had thrombosis, which was a side effect to his COVID-19 positive infection. So I don't know if, I really don't know. He only had 6 months left on his contract, and it was always rumoured whether he was going to. Everton have been heavily linked with him the last 18 months. And today Arsenal have been linked with him. I also hear there's also a link with West Ham as well. So now he's a free agent. He's 32. Could he still do a job in the Premier League? I think he can. I think he can. And you know what? I know this will be going against many of the Arsenal fans I see on social media, but I think I like Costa. I like the nasty bastard attitude in which he has, a winning mentality attitude. So could he link up again with David Silva and Willian at Chelsea, who he was playing with at Chelsea? Could he link up with them at Arsenal? Don't know, but I think he would sort out some of those weaker-minded players Arsenal have in a changing room. Everton, on the other hand, after Dominic Calvert-Lewin, they've got nobody really to back him up. I mean, they could put Richarlison in the middle. That's not really ideal. So I could also see him going to Everton as well as backup for Dominic Calvert-Lewin. West Ham, I can also see why they would want him as well. They seem to be going okay, but the thing is with Antonio is quite injury prone, and after Antonio, they really haven't got anywhere. I don't rate Halle at all. So I don't know. Maybe he's just thinking of moving to MLS or China or somewhere like that, as he is 32. But let me know how you think and what you think where Diego Costa would go. It's interesting, though. It's interesting, and I think he's really eager in wanting to play football again, because there's not many players who would be willing to lose 6 months of a contract in order to get first team football. You can just look at Arsenal and all the deadwood they have. Like Ozo and who's the other, Mustafi. They would just prefer to sit in the sit in the stands really for another 6 months until the contract runs out. So in all fairness, fair play to Diego Costa for turning down the thought of another 6 months and sitting on the sideline in order to get or look for first team football. Wonder what your thoughts would be on that. The other games tonight, just bear with me a sec. The other games tonight, Arsenal travel to Brighton, Burnley, Sheffield United, West Brom and Leeds, and they are all on the same kick-off as the one in which we're doing a watch-along here, Southampton, West Ham. And then later on tonight, then you got Manchester United and Wolves. After this game, I will also be doing a watch along for Wigan Wanderers Cardiff City. So it will be another link to that. So just bear with me with regarding that. Just wonder if lineups. Which app do you guys prefer regarding getting the information? Right. Let's see, where are we? Oh, the lineups have been named anyway. Okay, Southampton in goal will be McCarthy. Then it looks like a back four: Walker Peters, Stevens, Bednark, and Bertrand. Then going for looks like 4-4-2 according to one football app. And then forward midfield goes Walcott, Ward-Prowse, Romelu, and oh geez, I'm going to kill this name. Janipu or whatever. I hope he doesn't score. And then up front, then you got Shea Adams and Danny Ings. West Ham. The One Football app are predicting they're going to go for 4-3-3. So it's Fabianski in goal. The back four: Fredericks, Dawson, Ogbonna, and Creswell. The three in midfield: Soucek, Rice, and Fornals. And then you've got Lanzini, Haller, and Yarmolenko. Yarmolenko, a surprising name to the starting lineup there. I've actually got, who have I got in my Fantasy Premier League? I got Creswell, Soucek. Who's the other one? Oh yeah, Bowen as well. Where's he? Is he on the bench? Yeah, Jared Bowen is on the bench. So yeah, you got Bowen on the bench. You got Antonio on the bench. Don't know if he is actually 100% fit. Kufal is on the bench as well, which is a shock. And Ben Rama. I don't know what you guys think of that. The Southampton bench, then you got Shane Long, Diallo, Obafemi, but you kind of know what the Southampton lineup is going to be. But Moyes has changed it up a bit. But I'm sure Antonio can't be 100% fit because Haller is starting in front of him. Right. Okay, we'll have you in for about 5 minutes, my friend. Yeah, until others join in. Okay. Thanks, John Wayne. At least I'm relaxing somebody. And take it from there. Take it from there. All right, what we're looking at now. Yeah, so Is Natasha's boy going to join? I've put the link in anyway. So up to you if you want to join. But the space is free. So John Wayne, what's your feelings on tonight's games? Elijah, well, he did come in and then he went. He did come in and then he went. So, John Wayne, what's your predictions about tonight's game? Let me know.
Hello.
Hey, mate, how you doing?
You alright?
Yeah, not too bad. And yourself?
Alright. I'm good.
What's
I'm just
your
tired.
prediction?
Hello.
Are you watching any games tonight?
No.
No? What's your predictions of the games?
2-1 Southampton.
Yeah, do you think so?
And
I don't know if you've seen the lineup. Moyes has gone quite attacking.
who is Cardiff playing?
Cardiff playing Wickham away later on.
3-2 Cardiff.
Well, I hope you're right, but I'm not too sure at the moment. I'm not too sure at the moment. But we'll see how it goes anyway. What happened was I accidentally put the watch along an hour early, right? So so it's been a bit of a nightmare, really.
What did you put What did you put?
I've done it on Spanish time, you see, and I done it on. It should be 8. What time is kickoff? It should be 6 o'clock your time, isn't it? 6 o'clock UK time is kickoff.
Yeah.
But I put it 6 o'clock. I put the watch along 6 o'clock Spanish time, so I went live at 5 o'clock your time because we are an hour ahead. I know, bloody typical, isn't it? Typical. So So anyway, so where are you going? You're supposed to be. You're walking around there. Where are you?
I'm at somewhere, a session.
Okay. Training?
No, it's like a community centre where you can play games and stuff.
Oh, fair play. What games do you play, man?
Well, there's this board game called Frustration, and we sometimes play football.
Okay. How many people go there?
Well, there's me, and then there's 2 workers.
Okay. Oh, fair. Hey, as long as you get enjoyment out of it, that's the main thing, yeah?
What?
As long as you get enjoyment out of it, that is the main thing. Right, we've got John Wayne here says 2-1 West Ham. I've gone for 1-1. I've gone for 1-1, I think.
Fair point, John. I agree with fair point, John. By that 2-1.
Yeah, you agree with him that West Ham are going to win?
No, the other way around. Because Chelsea.
I think it's going to be 1-1. I think it's going to be a draw.
Yeah, because obviously I'm a Chelsea fan. And Chelsea don't like West Ham.
Yeah, I know. I've noticed that over the years. So, I can't believe Man City and Everton were called off yesterday.
But what happened, you know?
Well, apparently, a few of
too many positive cases. Apparently.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I don't know what happened. We'll have to wait and see, I suppose, until the medical paperwork comes, I suppose. Apparently, there's about 14 players now, which have been positive throughout the Premier League. I'm not too sure if that is the case.
That's weird.
Yeah, it is. I know. So, it's weird, isn't it? Anyway, so what's your plans later on? How long are you going to be there now? So, are you going to watch the football afterwards, or?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. Right. Listen, I'll leave you to it, and Elijah, and we'll catch up later on. Okay.
I think I'll be in your Swansea stream maybe. I mean Cardiff. Sorry.
Hey, Cardiff. Yeah. You
Sorry. It's because I have
okay.
It's because I have a Swansea friend. It just messes me up.
No worries at all. Well, you get them to subscribe as well, yeah? Okay. Take care, my friend. Speak to you later.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, so there you go. There's Elijah there. He's saying that Southampton will win 2-1. We got John Wayne saying 2-1 here in favour of West Ham, and I'm going for 1-1. Let's see what anyone else thinks, really. I've deliberately not gone for an Arsenal watch along. Other guys will be doing Arsenal watch alongs, but I'm not an Arsenal fan, and to be quite honest with you, I'm getting sick of talking about the same poxy Arsenal debates and everything else. So I've deliberately gone for this game instead. We just have to see what happens. What happens there? Right, what we got. Right, we're betting for the game. Bet365. They're saying it's 8-7. So basically evens for Southampton. 23-10 as a draw. And 5-2 West Ham. So they are saying the favourites are Southampton. What other information are we saying? Yeah, but he's at the op as well. He's another. He seems to have disappeared, doesn't he? No, according to a few West Ham fans, he seems to have got too big for his boots, and he can't get in the team since. They did have a Dawson on loan. Was it from Watford? Maybe, I think. Well, just have to wait and see. Now, the One Football app here has actually changed the formation in which West Ham, they claim West Ham are playing. So they did have them as a 4-3-3. I've now logged back in, and they claiming that it will be a 4-2-3-1, which, by the way, West Ham seem to have been playing quite often this season. So they've gone with the same back four. Well, Fabianski in goal anyway. They've gone with the same back four as what they claimed before. Fredericks, Dawson, Abona and Cresswell. So they've actually dropped Kufau, which is a bit of a surprise, really. Then the two holding midfielders, Rice and Souček. And then the three, we've gone Yarmolenko, Lanzini and Fornals, with Haller on his own up front. That's normally how they would set up anyway. So so I don't know. With Fredericks instead of Kufau as shocked me a little bit. But we'll see how it goes. Maybe it's because of the amount of games that's going to happen now in the next few days and weeks. We all know what the Christmas period can be like. Big up, Russ. Hope you're well, my friend. Hope you're well. Good luck with the game against Brighton. What's your feelings on it? I don't know. I think Arsenal. It all depends on his team selection. I think if he does the same team as before. In fact, let's have a look at what the Arsenal team is at the moment, man. I know it's nothing to do with the game in which we watch it, but it'd be interesting to see how big Mikel Arteta's balls actually are. Right, he's gone with Leno in goal, and then he's gone Bellerin, Houghton, Pablo Mari, and Tierney as the back four, and Xhaka and Elneny as the two holding, and then he's got Martinelli, Smith Rowe, and Xhaka, and then Aubameyang up front. So he's done one change, which is Lacazette for Aubameyang. And Russ, what do you think? I don't think Aubameyang. I don't think that Lacazette done anything wrong the other day for him to be dropped for Aubameyang. What do you think, Russ? Anyway, back to this game. Back to this game, and I say I've gone for a 2-0. I've gone for a 2-0, and who's this now? Hi there, man. Oh well, I did give him an opportunity. I did give him an opportunity. So anyway, back to it. Russ, what do you think about the game? John Wayne, what do you think about the game? If Arsenal win, they didn't really go up. Let's see what the table looks like, shall we? Let's see what the table looks like as it is. Okay, if Arsenal win, potentially, and I say potentially because of the other games going on, they could go up 3 places. Yeah, we got a better goal difference, so we could go up 3 places to 12th from the present position of 15th. With regarding this game, Southampton and West Ham, if Southampton win, they're in 9th, West Ham are in 10th. So Southampton are 3 points better off than West Ham. If they win, potentially Southampton could go into 4th position. But there's a few teams in between, so it really all depends on how the other games get off. Regarding West Ham, if they win, they would just go above Southampton into 9th place. So it's all to play for. Absolutely all to play for. And we will see how it all pans out later on, I suppose. Yeah, what do you guys think about that calling off yesterday as well? I thought it was absolutely ridiculous. There you go, Man City got enough. You have a 25-man squad. You select 11 out of that 25 for the starting lineup. What is it? 2 or 3 were COVID stricken. So that goes down from 25 to 22. So you still got more than enough substitutes for that bench. So what is the problem? I do not know what is the problem. And by sheer coincidence, I read that Rotherham had got a similar issue regarding COVID, and the FA threatened them with a fine and a deduction of points if they failed to play either yesterday or today. I can't remember when it was. So I'm just gobsmacked. I'm absolutely gobsmacked that a team the size of Manchester City, can't play a game of football because of one or two or a small number, let's just say, of COVID-stricken staff. Hi, John, whoever night, how you doing, my friend? Come on, Southampton, I got Brendan and McCarthy in an FPL. I ain't got no Swansea. I got no Southampton players in my FPL. What I do have, John, is Soucek, Creswell, and Bowen has been dropped as well. So I don't know. He's brought in Yarmolenko as well, which is a bit of a surprise. And Ben Rama still can't get in the starting 11. Be interesting to see what West Ham fans think of that. I actually put this live stream to start an hour before it should have. So I'm really scrambling now to get some talking points. So please, guys, in the chat, big up to everybody watching as well. But in the chat, send over any questions or whatever to keep us going until kickoff, and that would really help me out as well. In the meantime, please smash the like button, share and subscribe. It'd be really, really much appreciated. John's come back. Boys buys Benrahma and doesn't use him. It's a joke. John, the rumour is Moyes never wanted Benrahma. Moyes wanted Josh King. And the owner gave him Benrahma, basically. That has been a real heavy rumour for ever since that Benrahma purchase was made. Apparently, Moyes wanted Josh King. David Sullivan gave him Benrahma because the actual transfer of Benrahma is actually on loan at the moment from Brentford because he failed a fitness test because of blood samples or something. He failed the part of a fitness test with regard just before a transfer. So whether or not, I'm wondering now whether or not there's supposed to be an agreement after the loan that Benrahma will go permanently to West Ham, but he's not been played. And Moyes, you can tell Moyes doesn't want him. So I'm wondering whether or not West Ham will cut Benrahma's move short, play it on, the failed medical, and then use the money elsewhere. That's, to be honest, that's the beauty, John, of watching some of these West Ham fan channels, because they do hold the ownership to so low esteem they could do anything. The loan is until January. So I'm wondering whether or not they'll spring something up. So, no, he's failed medical again. We don't want him, which will then break the agreement of taking on permanently and then taking it. Because what you got to remember as well, John, is the Haller transfer. West Ham have reportedly in inverted commas, West Ham have failed to meet the transfer agreement of Haller to Eintracht Frankfurt. And that is why Haller, at the end of last season, couldn't be named in their starting 11 because it was something to do with they didn't fulfill installments of paying his contract to Eintracht Frankfurt. Whether or not that is correct, well, blame the news organisations which printed the story in the first place. Just to let you guys know as well, after this game, there will also be watch along for Wycombe Wanderers Cardiff City. That will be in a different link as well. So please subscribe to the channel, and then it will be through the channel you'll be able to get the link for the Wycombe Cardiff City watch along as well. Excuse me, while I'll put my microphone on mute. Okay, guys, I'm back. I do apologise. I just had to wet my lips, as just say. So, hi, John. Yeah, Cardiff are away to Wycombe Wanderers tonight. So, hopefully, get back to winning ways. I say hopefully. Jeez. But I tell you what. What is interesting is Tony Pulis being already sacked from Sheffield Wednesday after 40 days, I think. Just bear with me a sec. I think it's 40 days in charge of Sheffield Wednesday. One second. 45 days. 45 days in charge of Sheffield Wednesday, gets sacked. Now, there's a few things going on about this. First of all, Tony Pulis is actually a Cardiff fan. He grew up in Newport. He followed Cardiff for many years. And in my opinion, because he's one of our own, he would be very welcome if he was by the fans if he was an ex-manager. However, Tony Pulis, when he first went into the job, he was a bit truthful, let's just say, about the players. And he said a few things publicly which the owners didn't like. The club then went and they stated that what do they say? That the amount of points which Tony Pulis collected during his term wasn't acceptable. However, if you look at the form, in the last 2 games he collected 4 points out of a possible 6. But some of the other games in which they lost were against the likes of Norwich, Stoke, and in total of a possible 30 points he collected 7. Okay, so the trend was getting better. The trend was definitely getting better as the games were going on. Now, anyone who knows the Championship would tell you 1 point in 3 would get you safety. Now, we know what Sheffield Wednesday and they've already had a point deduction before the season started. So they're already on a back foot. They then sacked Guy Monk, and then basically Pulis was 1 win away from getting that magical 1 point in 3, which is basically safety in the Championship. So it's not all doom and gloom for Tony Pulis. The truth is coming out of the reality of why he was sacked he said a few things, a few home truths. The players weren't even paid apparently in November, and the players also weren't paid in April, May, something like that, and it went again. It went again that they weren't paid again. Now, if the players weren't paid then before Christmas, then there's only one place to look, and that is the chairman. If Cardiff can't beat Wigan, oh jeez, no comment, John, on that one. Yeah, they have 45 days. Yeah. Elijah, later on, my friend. Later on. Okay. You go play football, and I'll bring you on when a game is going on. Okay. Good man. Right. Yeah. So not long to kick off now. Finally, not long to kick off. So, John, when's Liverpool playing? Are they playing tomorrow? What's the crack with Liverpool? Let's see. Can tell, look how professional I am, eh? Yeah, we got Newcastle tomorrow then, John, have they? Yeah, it's at Newcastle, though. We've got yeah, it's at Newcastle. What are they have to? They'll get 3 points for there, John, surely. You think? And the other game tomorrow then is Tottenham and Fulham. And then you've got 2 games then on Friday, which is Everton West Ham and Manchester United Aston Villa. Oh, I do love Christmas football. All the time, innit? Games after games after games. Sorry, if I'm looking at if I'm looking away on the TV over here, it's just a bit of Spanish football going on. Sevilla beating Villarreal 2-0, and it is 13 minutes to go. Right, the other games in the Championship tonight. Millwall Watford has been postponed. It's already kicked off between Birmingham and Derby. Sheffield Wednesday playing Middlesbrough. We've just been talking about Sheffield Wednesday and Poulis being sacked. The watchalong I'm doing is Wickham v Cardiff. Then you've got Rotherham v Barnsley, Preston v Coventry, Norwich v QPR, Luton v Bristol City, Huddersfield v Blackburn, and Stoke v Nottingham Forest. So plenty of action going on there in the Championship. And John's come back and said, if we can't beat Newcastle, I mean, no, I know, those used to be some great games between Liverpool and Newcastle over the years. The 4-4, I think, was it? And the 3-0. And what people were claiming that the dodgy Grobbler, bungs, whether or not that happened, I can't tell you. But there's been some great games over the years between the two clubs, and it's a shame that Newcastle just continue shopping at the bargain basement. Really, they try playing in the House of Fraser, but they end up shopping in Poundland. Reminds me of Cardiff, actually. So whereabouts are you in the fantasy table then, John? And haven't you got West Ham players as well? Big up to everybody watching as well. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe and share as well on all your social media platforms. Much appreciated. I really want to get to the monetization targets which YouTube put to us. It is a hard slog for not just me, for every single YouTuber or amateur YouTuber out there. We're up against big corporate companies, and that's all it is me with my shitty old laptop, with my shitty webcam and my headphones, and it's hard work. So please you know, help me out by subscribing, by liking, and sharing as well. John has come back. You only have to have Fabianski. Okay. You did have Masuaku being gone injured. Yeah, I did as well, John. I did as well. So what I did is I swapped him for. Who did I swap him for? Oh, I'll tell you what I done. I swapped him and I swapped Havertz for Soucek and Chilwell, was it? The Chelsea defender. Hi, Seth. Welcome to the stream. I won't be showing a game, unfortunately, only because of copyright for. In fact, you know, Sky will put such a big complaint. They'll shut down my YouTube channel. It's more hassle than what it's worth. I know my dulcet tones may not be good for everybody. Welcome to the chat. I hope you do stay, but unfortunately, I wouldn't be able to show the game. I hope you understand that. So, John, how is Gibraltar at the moment? You can't walk around without a mask. Well, you could when I was last down there. Is that still the case, John? In the background, what we got? It's 15 minutes into a kickoff, finally, of this game. I do apologise. I put the start of this watch along an hour before I should have. So I started talking nonsense for an hour longer than what I should have. And then in the background, it's Sevilla 2, Villarreal 0. And last 8 minutes of that game going on. What's going to say? Yeah, it's getting worse. COVID every day, man. Oh, masks everywhere now. I didn't realise, John. When was I last? I was last in Gibraltar. I think first week, second week of December. I think 500 cases today. Are they still doing flights in and out of London? Because apparently the southeast of the UK is getting battered with it at the moment. What's she say? Pretty sure they are still going to. Well, I don't know. I'm under the impression we've just got to start living with it now. And that's coming from someone who had it back in April. Just a bit of an update as well. Is that Derby has taken an early lead against Birmingham. They go 1-0 up. And the goal scorer, I will find it soon. Goal scorer hasn't even been announced yet on the OneFootball app. It's just a great app, isn't it? So, at times. Right. Let's double check it on another place. B-League in the 15th minute. So Derby go 1-0 up away to Birmingham. Troopers are blaming youngsters from England. Well, that's the problem, Sir John, is that politically they're starting, they split. It's like one age group against the others now, isn't it? It's like the older generation blaming the younger generation blaming the older generation. Where would it have been easier if they'd done a lockdown for people who are more likely to get? Okay, in other words, I'm basically saying, should it have been easier if they'd done a lockdown for older generations, as they're more likely to get more severe symptoms of it? I don't know. Hindsight is a great thing. But let's be honest, this isn't living properly. Last thing I ever thought was in 2020, I'm going to do one year to make a little bit extra money if I can. So it is what it is, I guess. Right. Oh, Derby now has gone 2-0 up. Penalty after 2 minutes after the first goal. Derby's gone 2-0 up. City with the penalty. So Birmingham have it all to do when it's only 17.5 minutes gone. I just can't wait. Yeah, no, I agree, John. And I'm fed up with people saying about, you don't know what's in there, microchips or whatever else. Well, to be honest, if you've gone to some of the clubs I've gone to over the years, we put far worse things in our body than what we would have, what a vaccine would do. So yeah, bring me the vaccine and bring me loads of it so I can start living again. That's my kind of mentality towards it now. Oh, I'm tired. Absolutely tired. Oh, sorry for yawning, guys. Sorry for yawning. Right. Well, we've got 10 minutes left. Finally, we've got 10 minutes left. There's also a game that's kicked off in League 2 tonight, and that's half-time between Stevenage and Cambridge. Stevenage are 1-0 up. I actually had trials for Cambridge years ago. Lovely little club. And as I've already mentioned, Sevilla 2, Villarreal 0. We're going into injury time in that game. Other games in La Liga tonight are Barcelona at home to Eibar, Cadiz home to Valladolid, and Levante at home to Betis. But looking at the table, Atleti are top, 2 points ahead, 2 games in hand over second place Real. They both share 32 points. Barcelona are down in 6th place, unplayed well, they played a game more than Atleti, and they're on 24, so it's a big gap. They had a bad start to the season, did Barca. And you're all up to date, really, with the score so far. What I should do, I should have something. I do. Is a great YouTuber called Denveloper, and he has, like, as a background, he has all the scores coming in. It must be off like live scores or something like that. So he has that as a background. So he's kind of like watching it, you know, as if he's giving the weather, I suppose, and all the different scores are coming up. So maybe I'll have to look into doing that, maybe. But you know, you all know that I'm so amateur in this. I mean, this is only my third watch along. My first watch along, I accidentally knocked the Wi-Fi off, and I was there for ages, figuring out what have I done. So I had to then do a news stream for the second half of the first watch along game I done. Fucking typical, absolutely fucking typical. But it is what it is, anyway. Right, down here, if I put John's comment off for a minute. Okay, down here, guys. Those are my social media kind of, you know, logins and so on and so forth. There you go. Please like, share, and subscribe to Football with Brownie. I will catch up with it. Football with Brownie on YouTube. Twitter is Football Brown E, without the E on the end. Replace that with a 1. And then Facebook page, Football Brownie on Facebook. Instagram page, Adam Brown 451. There you go. There you go. So please join in the debate conversation, and we'll take it from there. All right. What's that? Did you hear about China? They killed a reporter for reporting COVID outbreak in Wuhan, so you were dangerous. Oh, wow. Didn't they also do the same thing regarding a couple of doctors as well, John? You know, you can't trust many things that come out of China. I remember the moment, maybe a month or two after it came out, 2007, China claimed that they were COVID-free. Ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. I've got a clue what that means, but thanks for joining TBG Vlog. Yeah, okay, the game is finally coming up after me coming live an hour before I should have. It's typical, isn't it? It's absolutely typical. Absolutely typical. So because I've done that, I haven't had anything to eat. Absolutely starving. And I've got 2 watch-alongs to go. Right, just let you know the final score in Seville was Sevilla 2, Villarreal 0. Firo, I was going to say. Sorry, it's the Spanish language. Anyway, so yeah, please smash the likes, like Stan Collymore, smash Eureka Johnson. Please smash the likes, share if you can. So definitely subscribe to the channel. Help me get to monetization. Get me to that magical 1,000 subscribers. Would be an absolute dream come true and a fantastic Christmas present you could give good old Brownie. So I really appreciate it. On the ticker line here underneath, please subscribe, share to Football Brownie on YouTube. Twitter is at Football Brownie. Take an E off the end and replace it with a 1. Football Brownie on Facebook. and Instagram AdamBrown451. Please do that. Please share and join in the debate. Please be a part of a community, I suppose. Be very much appreciated. So, Southampton West Ham are just a few minutes away now from kick-off. I'll go through the lineups again for you. Just bear with me a sec. Okay, the lineup. So we'll start with Southampton. I'm using one football app here, okay? So they're claiming that Southampton will be going on a 4-4-2. So it's McCarthy in goal. You've got Walker, Peters, Bednarik, Stevens and Bertrand as the back four. Then the midfield of Walcott, Ward-Prowse, Ramu. Oh, jeez, I'm going to kill this name. And Diempamore. Yeah? I haven't got a freaking clue. And then up front, you've got Shea Adams and Danny Ings. Right, let's go to West Ham. One football app are claiming that they're playing a 4-2-3-1. They have been doing that of late. They got Fabianski goals. Now, the shock, I think, is, well, two shocks with David Moyes have done, in my opinion. He's gone Fredericks as right back instead of Kufau, which is a bit of a shock. Dawson and O'Bonnor in the middle of the centre defence, and then Creswell at left back. The two holding are Rice and Souček. And then the three is Fornals, Lanzini and Yarmolenko instead of Bowen. So he's resting Bowen. Bowen is on the bench. And then up front is Halle. Now he's got Antonio on the bench. But unfortunately, if a fit Antonio was available, he'd have Antonio instead of Halle. So obviously, Antonio is the 100%. Right, John, it's pronounced Gineppo. Okay. I hope I got that right, John. Gineppo. Yeah? Gineppo. Yeah, gotta be. Let me know if that's right. Gineppo, yeah? Yeah, no. Thank God it didn't have any S's in it, I tell you. Right, so let's get on to the game, because these are the games which are on. They're on Amazon Prime, aren't they, tonight? Yeah. Thanks, John. Thanks a lot. I do apologise. I had to knock the sound down on this. Right, so going the stats before kick-off. Southampton in 9th position, West Ham in 10th. I've already told you guys about that. Wins, Southampton have 7, West Ham have 6. Goals scored, 1.67. Bloody hell. Why did you say that? Guy with a lisp, I tell you. For 1.67 per game for Southampton, 1.53 per game for West Ham. And goals conceded, 1.27 for Southampton, 1.4 for West Ham. Clean sheets, Southampton have 6, West Ham have 4, and it's just kicked off. There you go. Jeff Stelling, eat your heart out, eh? Eat your heart out, oh Jeffrey. So West Ham are new, okay, I know they're away, but they actually wear their away kit as well, which is the sky blue with the maroon stripes. Anyway, Anyway, well, just trying to sort themselves out. What's you guys with a sting? What's you guys thinking of Diego Costa? You know, hang on 1 second. Southampton on the attack, going down the left-hand side. Ball come through to Che Adams. Shot, team shot, gone straight to the goalkeeper. That was a good move. That was a good movement there by Che Adams. Beat the offside trap. Quite easily beat the offside trap as well. Yeah. So anyway, what do you guys think of Diego Costa and what's been going on at the Wanda Metropolitano today? Come to an agreement between Atletico Madrid and Diego Costa, but with only 6 months left on his contract, the club will terminate the contract agreement, which leaves Diego Costa available to go on a free transfer in January, or free transfer anytime actually. He's a free agent. So the rumours are, I've heard rumours of him Everton, Arsenal and West Ham. Now I can see reasoning between him going to all three clubs. Firstly, Everton. They got no backup for Dominic Calvert-Lewin. You know, once if he got injured, they would be fucked. Let's be completely honest here. Arsenal. They need a nasty bastard, horrible person in that changing room of theirs, because they've got too many nicey people. There's also a link with possible reunion with David Luiz and Willian. There's also a Brazilian link, although he has played for the Spanish national team and Brazilian national team. But you know, the Edu, I don't know whether they're represented by the same agent, but again, Edu, Willian, and David Luiz. West Ham, as they've been showing of late, Antonio is quite injury prone. He's the wrong side of 30 now, I think. And Halle is just not up to it, in my opinion. You watch him score a hat-trick now tonight, but in my opinion, Halle is not up to it. So where will he go? Diego Costa is 32. It could mean a big move to America or China or somewhere like that. But the reasoning in which, this is the interesting point, the reasoning in which Atleti, according to Marca today, the reason in which Atleti have allowed him to terminate the contract is because of family reasons. Now, we all know that family reasons could be made up. You know, I don't want to assume anything, but Diego Costa's injury has had some injury problems this year. He was out for a long layoff with hernia injury, or thigh injury as well. Then he had thrombosis because it was a side effect of him testing positive for COVID-19. But I say this, sorry, as Southampton were trying to attack the left-hand side. But in all fairness to Costa, you can tell Costa really wants to play football, because unlike a lot of the Arsenal deadwood, who are quite happy to sit and stand for another 6 months, Costa is willing to lose 6 months' pay, and so I'm going to go through and they go 1-0 up. No, offside. Yeah, all fairness, Costa's willing to sacrifice 6 months of what would be a good deal at Atleti, because he wants first team football. I don't know. Up to you. Yeah, Danny Ings was caught offside there when the ball first came through. So no goal, still 0-0. John, I heard the rumours Arsenal speaking to him. Yeah, I've heard the same rumours as well, John. Everton were linked to him. I've been linked to him for the last 18 months as well. I've also heard that West Ham. I've also heard that West Ham may go for him as well. And you know what? Something to tell me about West Ham is because the owners, again, what we just mentioned about the Ben Rama kind of situation, is that now that he's a free agent, a total free agent, and no transfer fee involved, you can kind of see why it would appeal to the West Ham ownership as well. Yeah, Arsenal may get him and bin Lacazette. I always thought, John, I'm sure that you must have heard me say that Arsenal need a Diego Costa. Like, I would have swapped Diego Lacazette for Diego Costa. But now what they could do now is get Costa in on as a free agent and sell Lacazette for whatever amount of money they can. I don't know. Anyway, please like, share, and subscribe. Anyone on Facebook, please come over to YouTube as well and subscribe to my YouTube channel. If not, just stay on Facebook. The last thing I want to do is lose you guys. It's Football with Brownie on YouTube, Football with Brownie on Facebook, at Football Brownie, knock an E off and replace it with a 1 on Twitter, and on Instagram it's Adam Brown 451. Okay? And what's John said? Exactly. You can probably get, yeah, you could get about 20, 30. Well, I think Lacazette may have a year left, so I would say probably get about 20 million for Lacazette with a year left. And yeah, but how much would Diego Costa? How much could a bargaining tool of a down payment, a signing on fee? What would be his signing on fee? Or okay, as they do it more likely now, what would be his wages if he has so many of the proposed clubs looking at chasing his signature? Aaron Ramsey went for 400,000 a week. He's 32 is Diego Costa. I don't know. 200 grand maybe? 200 grand of 2 years? But then, would he do a job? You don't know. You just don't know. John, do you think Liverpool will get sent back in January? 2 fit centre backs, 2 of them are young players. You know what, John? I think they're going to risk it. They seem to be okay. Take West Ham. Take out the equation. I think Liverpool could risk the youngsters. We're still top of the league at the moment. We're game in hand over Everton as well, and Leicester. I think they got a game in hand of. So I think they could go for, if it's anyone they want. I don't know. Something tells me maybe a midfielder. What, John? What's your feelings with the Salah kind of murmurings going on? Okay, Leeds are 1-0 up. What I'll do now after these Big Sam is a clown. Yeah, I don't like Big Sam. Don't like him. Yeah, well. But what I'll do, I'll go and do, while the game is boring at the moment, I will go and do a run-up of all the scores. Premier League. So it's 0-0 between Brighton and Arsenal, Burnley, Sheffield United. Of course, for the game, the watch-along is Southampton, West Ham, and West Brom 1-0, losing West Brom. West Brom 0, Leeds 1. The goal scorer for Leeds was an own goal by Sawyers. Championship. Derby are now 3-0 up and it's still not even half time. Colin Kazim-Richards was the goal scorer. Derby were actually 3-0 up the first 25 minutes of that game. It's not even half time yet. In the Division 2 game, which has already kicked off, Stevenage is still 1-0 up against Cambridge. And that's the score so far. You too hard out, Jeff Stelling. Right, it's still 0-0 with Arsenal, with Southampton, West Ham. What's John have to say here? Salah is worrying me, but I think it's. I think, John, it's more to do with an improved contract. And the reason I say that is because Barca definitely don't have the money. Real Madrid don't have the money. They've already lined up. The rumours are they've already lined up Mbappe, possibly Haaland as well. And with all the improvements regarding the Bernabeu improvements, hence the reason why they playing at Castilla's ground. They don't have the money. So who has the money? Who really has the money? PSG. Would Salah go to PSG? Would he really go from the champions of the Premier League to the champions of Farmers League? I don't know. Yeah. Right, it's corner to Southampton, first corner of the game. Ward-Prowse knocks it in. Dealt easily by West Ham. Ward-Prowse now collected the ball further up. Oh, get up, Walcott. Bloody pussy. Right. Sorry, John, what did you say? There aren't any options? Yeah, exactly. That's my point. There's not many options. Juventus, well, they seem to be wanting to offload everyone and anyone at the moment. And they seem to, their main focus seems to be Pogba. So you bring him in, they're going to have to. There's no options. So I think it's all to do with getting a new contract. And on the other hand, the downside of getting new contracts is that you don't want to piss your fans off. I remember when Rooney was fucking around, basically. When he wanted a new contract, and it got to a point where some of the fans never come never supported him much after that. There's another corner of Southampton. Let's see what happens here. Right, ball's coming over. Flick back in, but seems to be. Yes, easily dealt with West Ham. One thing is for sure, West Ham on set pieces can defend quite well. Right, sorry, John. We Arsenal really need to have a big window in the summer. Ward-Prowse and Lamptey in at very least. Yeah, but they are going to have some. They are going to have some spare places and money to play with, spare wages to play with as well after with contracts. On about Arsenal and some of them Brighton players. Now, who's that guy, John? Who's that guy who they've been linked with? Is there a right back? Come back with me with that right back name who they've been linked with in recent days. Right, West Ham now have a free kick, and it is Creswell and Rice are over it. Rice whips it in, and it's going to a keeper now. Now there was an attacking player by West Ham who actually ducked on that when it came over. Right, just bear with me a minute, guys. I'm just going to pop to blue. I'll be honest with you, I'm just going to pop to the toilet. Just bear with me. Okay, guys, I do apologise. I needed to make myself a coffee as well at the same time. Right, where are we? Arsenal, we don't think. Yeah. Who's that? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, hang on. I'll have a look at the. I'll tell you what it is now. Yeah, some right back or somewhere. I can't remember his name. The reason I say that is because apparently he come from Chelsea, but one of the clause in the transfer was that Chelsea have first refusal on him, and also can dictate where he goes and how much he goes for, right? So all these Arsenal fans would say, "Oh, right, he's going to be a replacement for Bellerin. Bellerin is going to Barcelona." Well, I'll tell you something. The presidential race of Barcelona, Juan Laporta put the Bellerin kind of rumour out there, and he isn't the favourite at this moment in time to take it. Young coach, or is that? I don't know. Some guy who was with Chelsea, and yeah, I don't know. Some guy with Chelsea, but surely Chelsea wouldn't sell anyone to a rival like Arsenal. Would you agree with me on that, John? Right, Elijah, I'll have you in for 5 minutes, okay? Hi, mate. How are you? You good? How's your football?
All right.
Okay. Hang on, we got John. What did John say? No, it's an old link. I can't find it. I don't know. Someone it'll come up. I'm sure. But let's go through the scores so far, then. Let's go through the scores so far.
So I have a little update.
Okay, go on.
It's Leeds 1, Burnley 0.
Yeah, I know.
It was an own goal.
I'm going to do the scores. You are exactly right.
Sorry. Wait, did I say? Sorry, I just said Burnley. Is it? No, it's West Brom, isn't it?
No, it's West Brom, yeah. It's 0-0 between Brighton, Arsenal, Southampton, West Ham, Burnley and Sheffield United. Yeah. The only goal so far scored in the Premier League is Leeds 1, West Brom 0 at the Hawthorn.
Come on, Brighton.
And it's half time at Birmingham. Birmingham 0, Derby 3.
Oh.
I know. And it's Barcelona 0, Eibar 0, 10 minutes gone in La Liga as well. So
someone said, "No, I don't think that would happen." What?
Yeah, exactly, John. Exactly. No, there's a right back who plays for Brighton. I think he's come from Chelsea. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out his name.
I know a Brighton player that came from Chelsea is Lamptey.
Is it Lamptey? Is it?
Yeah, he used to play for Chelsea.
Is it Lamptey? Is it Lamptey then, John? I'm talking about. Is he a right back or what? Is he a right back?
I don't actually think he's right back. You're a little bit frozen.
Oh, sorry, man. I know. I need to sort out my. My internet.
Should I leave and come back in?
Yeah. Okay. Do that, then. Do that. No problem. Is it Lamptey then, John? Because Elijah there said that must be Lamptey, I suppose, is it? Well, basically, yeah, it's probably Lamptey. He's a right back, John. He is the right back, then, is he? let's try Elijah again. Hi,
Yeah,
mate. Is that better? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's John in the chat says that. Yeah, I am talking about Lamptey. But basically, Arsenal fans are going crazy saying that he's going to be signing for them, or they talking to him. But Chelsea, in the agreement, Chelsea have, first of all, they have first refusal on buying him back, and also they have complete authorization of where he goes and how much he goes for, right? Now, I cannot see Chelsea will allowing him to go to Arsenal, one of their rivals.
Yeah.
I just can't see that happening. I don't know what you guys think.
No. I don't think so.
You know? It's like Man City wouldn't allow Foden to go to another club in the Premier League. Absolute no chance.
Yeah, no chance. Well, it's like Thiago Alcantara. Liverpool wanted him, and so Man United wanted him to start, and then Liverpool jumped in.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's just weird. It's just weird.
Yeah, I think Lamptey is right back. He's right.
Yeah, that's what John says now.
Yeah, John
So
is right.
it's still 0-0 with Southampton, West Ham.
What's going on?
Yeah, possession.
What's going on, Brownie?
Possession is 62%.
Your screen's frozen.
West Ham have 38, sorry. Shots, Southampton have 2, West Ham have 1. Shots on target, Southampton have 1, West Ham have 0. That's basically how it's gone so far. Quite a boring game, if I'm honest with you.
Brownie?
Yeah?
You're frozen.
No, it's just my internet connection. I've been in contact with my internet supplier, and they are trying to sort it out in the next day or two. It's because of Christmas. Welcome to Spain.
Okay.
Well, a free kick. West Ham just had another free kick, and the goalkeeper's collected quite easily. Just a message to John. John, the test said he's coming in now. So, yeah, we'll have some fun and games.
What? He said you both are moving mad.
Brownie, webcam looks like. I know, John. I tell you, my internet connection has been really bad over Christmas. I have. Go on, sorry.
Your face cam. As it's frozen, the frozen face cam.
Is it frozen now?
Your thumb's like that, and then.
Is it frozen now?
What?
Is it frozen now?
Yeah.
No.
Do you know what's going on?
I know. What's with your webcam?
Mine's okay, is it not?
Yeah.
It's
right.
Okay.
Elijah, I got another friend wants to come in. So do you mind if I put you back in the chat room for a moment for, I don't know, half an hour or so? Is that okay?
What? Backstage?
Yeah. My friend wants to come in. My friend wants. Okay, sound.
Sounds good, yeah.
Not for Leeds are 2-1. Right, okay. What I'll do then, before Nitesh comes in, I'll go through the scores and we'll see. Right, it's Brighton 0, Arsenal 0. Burnley have gone 1 up against Sheffield United. Benson is a goal scorer. Good job. Hedges isn't there as well. Okay, welcome Nitesh. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Just bear with me, and Nitesh, I'll just go through all the scores first, and then we'll go on with the chat. Yeah.
Definitely. Why not?
So Burnley have gone 1-0 up, thanks to Benson, and Southampton 0, West Ham 0, West Brom 0, Leeds 2. Alowski is the second goal scorer for Leeds. Going on into the Championship, it's still half-time, Birmingham 0, Derby 3. In League One, it's just kicked off between Burton and Wigan, and that's 0-0.
Okay.
In League Two, Stevenage is still 1-0 up against Cambridge. And La Liga, an earlier result is Sevilla 2, Villarreal 0. So that means for all your Arsenal fans who wanted Uriah Emery back, he's now lost the game, right? And it's 19 minutes in the Barcelona game at the new camp. It's Barcelona 0, Eibar 0. So thank you. Welcome to the stream, Nitesh. How are you, my friend?
Kind of high, but I'm fine. And big up to John, who's one of my good YouTube friends. John, you, Sam, Simpy, Daniel, all of these guys. Big up to all of you.
Yeah. Well,
Even Kevin, my brother.
yeah. Well,
let's not forget Harvey. I may forget a few people, but it's the alcohol talking, so can't help it.
No. Hey, that was the thing. I didn't want to do another Arsenal watch along while other people are doing. I didn't want to step on their feet, so I just thought, you know what? Fuck Arsenal. Let's try to do a West Ham one instead. And it's going okay so far. Have you got
Adam, the next time you say fuck Arsenal, you'll probably lose a couple of more subscribers.
Yeah, I know. So I'm drinking coffee at the moment, Nitesh.
I had rum.
I started this show an hour before I should have. I completely forgot about the hour difference between UK and Spain. So people have had to put up with me for an hour longer talking absolute nonsense. But I'm enjoying it anyway.
I think Adam, they're used to it.
I'm starting to. It's
but I'll say one thing, Adam. I'll say, Adam, one thing about your knowledge about football. Honestly, you have a lot of good knowledge about football from the early days. That is before the Premier League, and even at the start of the Premier League. But I will suggest one thing just for you as a friend, that do keep tabs on what's happening actually currently, because you are I know you have you have more knowledge than me, you have more knowledge than John, Simpy, any of these guys, even Daniel, with respect to the football that has come through the 90s, because
it's called being older, Nitesh. It's called being older.
Yeah, not just being older, but you have that knowledge. That is something that no one can take away from you. But honestly, what I'm saying is that sure.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Just got to.
No, I was just saying is no worries. I was just saying is that you have a lot of you have like a treasure chest of knowledge of all that information that you got of a lot of things that not a lot of people have seen into, and some of the Arsenal fans also don't know about it. Like, as we have always discussed, how George Graham has come in, and I know Sam will be somewhere saying George Graham, but but people tend to forget that Arsenal was not always a top club. We have come through a phase and we have grown to this Arsene Wenger era initially, where we won a lot of things, and then Arsene Wenger has gone down, and the fans may expect that Arsene Wenger and Mikel Arteta and even Unai Emery will keep winning everything, but it doesn't always happen like that. And you are one of the people who knows what has happened to Arsenal, the transition, and not just Arsenal but a lot of other clubs as well.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you have an idea. You have an idea, and I think every Arsenal fan should have that knowledge before they say Arteta out, before they say we want a better manager, before they say that we want another Wenger. It's not going to happen. Wenger was one of a kind, even though his ending years were pathetic, but he was one of a kind. Sir Alex Ferguson had his ups and downs, but he was one of a kind. We're not going to get it. Maybe John will say Jurgen Klopp was one of a kind. He is one of a kind. Maybe that will never happen again at Liverpool. But the thing is that fans need to understand that if you don't look at the 30, 40 odd year period, you will never understand how a football club transitions. And you are one person who does understand that.
I agree.
And that
I
is why
completely agree.
I appreciate you for that.
Oh, you know what, Natesh? Thank you very much. That touched my heart, then. That touched my heart. But going back, Natesh, football
Yeah.
fans, John is a Liverpool fan in the chat, he would know as well. Transitional times can be very hurtful for football fans. You know, it's coming up to 10 years now since Manchester United last won the league. It took Liverpool 30 years. At the moment, it took Everton 33 years and counting. And normally, a successful period. If you look over time, over history, so on and so forth, successful periods are between say 5 and 8 years. Yeah. And then, you know, you go into a transition period. Arsenal, Alex Ferguson and Wenger, whereas normally a transition period would be one team which you couldn't really progress into another team and then into another team. That's why transitional succession periods are only between 5 and 8 years.
Adam, before we just a second. There's Natasha in the backstage. I think she's waiting.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
So
yeah, no problem. Elijah, just bear with me.
Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Go ahead, Adam. Sorry.
No worries. Whereas the beauty with Ferguson and Wenger is that they could progress to get another successful team and another successful team after that. So normally with progress is what, 5 to 10 years.
Yeah.
Wenger and Ferguson extended their successful periods to 10, 15 years, even 20 years, you know?
Ferguson did, Wenger didn't.
Sorry?
I'm saying Ferguson did, Wenger didn't.
You know, but to many football fans, even winning an FA Cup is a successful period. It comes across to me.
Yeah.
You know, as a non-top team supporter, let's just say, is that if fans didn't appreciate when they had success, they just thought, okay, no problem at all. The amount of football fans out there who would break an arm just to win an FA Cup or a League Cup runs into millions.
Adam, that is the point.
It's because of that they didn't appreciate
the
period in which they had the success, and now they haven't got any success. That is where they throw any plans out of the pram.
But Adam, that is the point. If those kind of people supported Wenger, then why can't they support Arteta, who's already won an FA Cup? If you are saying that there were that kind of people there, I will tell you. I'll tell you one
Hang
thing.
on, one second,
Sure,
Nitesh. I
sure,
just got to
sure.
knock the oven off. I can feel, I can smell my pizza burning.
So I to everyone in the chat, I was just telling Adam. I just wanted to say one thing. Before he burns his house down and before he burns that pizza, what I was saying is, if suppose people accepted Wenger.
Sorry,
So
my pizza has burnt to a crisp, and now I will have to go to a shop later on. But never mind. Sorry, what were you saying, Nitesh?
I was saying, Adam, that if people who accepted Wenger's FA Cups, why can't they fucking accept Arteta's FA Cup? They say they and people tend to blame Arteta for those 13, 14, 15 years that we have waited. We have been patient. We have been very, very patient with respect to not winning titles, and we can't do it anymore. But is that Emery's fault? Is that Arteta's fault? No, it's not. Definitely not. So that is the thing. That is why when people say we are Arteta out, they expect instant results from Arteta. But will it happen? It's definitely not going to happen. And that is actually the fact. And I understand that you understand it, but unfortunately, some of the fans of Arsenal Football Club do not tend to understand it. They say
Look
that
at look
Arteta
at
should
look
be
at that.
doing more.
Look at that, Nitesh. John has put
Yeah.
in. Leeds have gone up 4-0 now against West Brom, and that's away.
And the fans wanted Sam Allardyce as the Arsenal manager. If you remember, who will take over Arteta? You remember Bilic out. You remember Bilic out. Big Sam in, and what's happening now? Exactly what is
Well.
happening.
I take Bilic to Cardiff anytime, any day of the week. There's something likable about Bilic as a manager. I like the way his teams play. Southampton just had a free kick, went over the bar. It's something likable about Bilic as a manager. Unfortunately, as a Cardiff fan, I know that a lot of the Cardiff players are very used to Route 1 type of football, direct play. But Bilic is not that type of manager. So if Cardiff were having a Bilic type player manager in, then they would have to give him a lot of money to change it around. But before you jump in there, Nitesh, today Pulis, after 45 days of Sheffield Wednesday manager, he was sacked after 45 days. Now there's the reasons why he was sacked. First of all, he basically went in and told some home truths about the players.
Yeah.
Right, and the ownership.
Yeah.
The players didn't get paid in November.
Okay.
All right. The club statement says that the point tally of what would have been 30 points. We could have had 30 points. We've only had 7. But anyone who knows the championship will tell you that 1 point in 3. So basically, out of 30 points, if you get 10, that you'll be safe if you keep on that type of bring home really. Pulis had some hard games when he first took over at Sheffield Wednesday. His last 2 games, he actually drew and won. So he had 4 out of his last 6. So the trend was getting better. And he was only one win away from getting that magical 1 point in 3. Sheffield Wednesday. Sorry, go on.
No, I was saying I never understood why is Arteta Tapas Pulis. I mean that nonsense from Lee Gunner. I never understood that. Why is Arteta even related or linked to Pulis? There is nothing similar to Arteta and Pulis. Those crosses that could be possibly the similarity that came in the recent games, and that has also stopped. That came in a game or two, and that was all that he had similar to anywhere near like Pulis. But unfortunately, some guy on YouTube has gone and given him a name, and that's trended without actually a logical experience or explanation.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah, I was wondering, what did Arteta have in common with Pulis? I was thinking whether was he that defensive kind of the way that Pulis was. The answer was no, because I've seen Pulis and Arteta had nothing similar to Pulis. Was he like putting in those crosses in a game or two? Yes, that was the case. But beyond that, it was nothing similar. And at the end of the day, it was just a stupid name that he was given. I'm not going into the racist versus not racist debate,
No,
but
no, no, I know, I
no,
know.
but at the end of the day, that
But no,
that
you are right to test. You are right to test because
yeah,
I was expecting. When I heard that name being bandied around, I was
yeah,
expecting Arsenal, Arteta, going route one, going so direct, because that is what Pulis, like an Allardyce type of team does, just lump it up front, forget about passing on in the back, just lump it up front, hope for the
yeah.
best. But and I was expecting Arsenal to be like that, but it's totally different. Tony Pulis as well, which is, Tony Pulis is a big Cardiff City fan.
Yeah.
He lives in he grew up in Newport. He's watched Cardiff a lot. He grew up in Newport. He's actually applied to be the Cardiff manager on a number of occasions.
Yeah.
And he's now become available again. Cardiff fans would love him. He'd be another Warnock, really. He'll turn mediocre players or very poor players into players who can gain promotion. And he's now become available again, much to the frustration of Cardiff fans when there's no bloody managerial position available. So
No, I totally understand what you're trying to say, but I'm trying to say here is, I mean, what does Arteta have common with Pulis? Nothing at all.
no. It's just it's just
Stupid banter. Stupid
yeah.
banter.
Yeah. John has said Arteta is useless. He's not defensive, but you can hold on to him, let him do his thing. John, as a non-Arsenal fan, I can actually see what Arsenal are trying to do. I can see what Edu is trying to do. I am wondering, and let me put this to you as an Arsenal fan, Natesh. I am wondering, as it's now kicked off with
Brighton.
Atletico Madrid terminating Costa's contract because you've only got 6 months left for whatever reason.
You had to put it there.
I am wondering whether or not Arsenal will come to an agreement with some of those players whose contracts are running out in the summer and say, okay, look, can we come to an agreement so you can become a free agent, go wherever you want, and we'll save money for 6 months, or maybe we'll pay 3 months. Come to some kind of agreement. So then,
no,
those spaces and those wages would be freed up, ready for January instead of the summer.
See, that is where I have disagreed with you in the Twitter chat, and I'm disagreeing with you again. I'll tell you why. Suppose Ozil has a total wage including bonuses of 350k, right?
Yeah,
that is including bonuses. Now, when I am supposed to pay him on a weekly basis, I may have to pay him around 200 to 250k. That could be the actual wage. But when I have to do a settlement with the player, I have to pay him somewhere around maybe say 250k to 300k, because that is a settlement. That is his maximum wages, which was 350k, and we have to do a settlement. So if a club has to keep a player, they may actually keep him for cheaper, because if that guy is not playing, like Ozil isn't playing or not even near the squad, we may have to pay him 50k a week. But if we have to do a settlement, we may have to consider the fact that his wages are actually 350k and do a settlement on maybe 300k a week. So when I say that the club shouldn't do any kind of settlement and just keep them there for 6 months, I am saying because I know that if a club keeps a player there, they may have to pay only the base wages. They may not have to pay the additional anything, any bullshit, anything beyond maybe say 200 or 250k to Ozil. Because if you have to make a settlement, he will say my maximum wages are 350k and I should at least get maybe
Yeah,
300K. So that is how a settlement is done, and even the agent will agree. Now, with respect to getting in new players, why would go
but
ahead. Yeah,
if you know, for example, hang on,
yeah,
let's take Ozil for the example, yeah. Take
yeah,
Ozil for the example.
yeah,
If the Arsenal hierarchy know that
yeah.
that Ozil is not going to be named in the Premier League squad come the end of January,
Which has been agreed
they
already
know
at the
that
start.
they're going to have to pay, for example. No, but they can do an updated. They can update the squad in January,
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
right?
Agreed, agreed.
So
Yeah,
if, for example, they know that Ozil is not going to be in the squad, but they have to pay the
yeah,
wages up until May, right?
yeah,
Those wages are going to have to be paid out,
yeah,
right? So why don't they say, okay, listen, we pay you all up until May because we want a free position in the squad now. For the
I will
sake
again.
of
Yeah,
what, 4 months' wages,
yeah,
don't you think
yeah,
in the eyes of supporters, the board will get more support, or maybe not the board, but Arteta would get more support
yeah.
if the board supported him that way. So, okay, no worries. Listen, we know we're going to have to waste, I don't know, what does it work out? 70, 1 point, rounded off 1.5 million or 1.25 million, say, per month on Ozil's wages. Times that by 4, what's that, 6 million? Yeah, rounded off six and a quarter million or something until May. We know we're going to waste 6.25 million. But what it does, it gets Ozil out of the change room now.
Yeah.
It gives you a free slot for a possible replacement.
Yeah.
And with you doing that, it could then help change the kind of mindset of supporters against you. Now, if they done that for Ozil and they done that for Mustafi's wages won't be as much as Ozil's. We both know that.
Mustafi is
Mustafi
already
would be
looking to go in January. But anyways, go ahead.
okay. So if they done that Mustafi and they done that, there's another couple, isn't it? Say they done that for four of them, right? And
Yeah.
rounded off by paying up big contracts, it would calculate to between 15 and 20 million. That would be 4 places up for grabs for 4 new players. And can you imagine? Okay, they may have wasted 15 to 20 million, but they would have to pay that anyway. But can you imagine the excitement in Arsenal fans if they had 4 new players, 4 new youngsters, hungry youngsters on less wages than what the outgoing players would be, and it would give Arteta a bit more leeway in the eyes of fans. But look, there is a process going on. We just have to get rid of the deadwood before we can progress any further.
Definitely disagree with all of that. I'll tell you why.
Okay.
See, the first thing is, suppose Ozil wants to leave. Taking the example of Ozil that you've taken. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Now the thing is, Ozil is probably without any bonuses, he's at maybe 250K a week. 200 to 250K a week. That is his
Okay.
actual base wage. Now, if you have to get a settlement done, he will say that I am at 350K a week because adding the bonuses. Arsenal will say he's at 200 or 250K a week, and the amount will be somewhere in between. So that means you're already overpaying Ozil to leave the club. That is one. Second thing, if
But
Ozil
if he's
does,
not going to be playing, if he's not going to be named in the Premier League squad, he's not going to be playing. He would know that, wouldn't he?
yeah, exactly. So if he
knows what his wages
negotiating,
will be.
no, so that is the thing, Adam. If he's negotiating somewhere between 200 to 250K a week and he's talking about those kind of wages, then let him go. I don't mind. But if he's which player will negotiate below their total wages? None of them will.
Oh, I know.
So that is the thing.
I'm not about negotiating. I'm just on about paying him what he thinks will he'll be paid until May. Just pay him
No, Adam.
off.
Yeah,
Just
but
pay him off.
Adam, but if you're paying some player 200k wages, 200k pounds a week, and the player is then asking you for a total settlement of 350k a week, will you pay him off?
Yeah, but he's not gonna. If he knows he's not gonna be in the Premier League, he knows that he wouldn't be getting the bonuses and so on.
No,
Would he?
no, but that is the thing, Adam. If he knows that he's not getting the bonuses, but if he knows that the club is desperate to get rid of him, he will obviously negotiate it. He will obviously negotiate based on his top salary. He's not going to negotiate on his minimum salary. He's going to negotiate on his full salary, which is
Yeah,
350k
that's
a
fair.
week.
Okay. Listen. It's a question for you because I've never heard of this guy. So I've never. First of all, welcome Alan
Big up, Adam.
to the show. Welcome to the show. And he says the test. Thoughts on Arsenal being linked to Isaac. I'm a dick. That can't be. That surely can't be a right. 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 That can't be a right bloody surname. Surely. I suck me dick. I suck me dick. Well done, Alan. Good. You had me on that one. You had me on that one. But there are kids watching, so I will have to delete that. But
Adam, don't sucky dick. Don't sucky dick.
no, I enjoyed it. It was funny. That was funny. I'll just put back on John's one. Right? That's quite funny. You had me on that one. But no, going back to it. Go back to it.
Yeah.
I don't know, Natasha. I don't know. It's. What do you think about Diego Costa? Now you carry on talking, right? While I go and get my pizza for a second, yeah.
Damn, I fucking need some pizza here, man. I need pizza, man. But yeah, Diego Costa, we don't want him at Arsenal. Adam is probably going to put that pizza somewhere up his mouth, hopefully. But yeah, as I said, okay, there's shattering glass. But anyways, as I was saying, that we don't need Diego Costa at Arsenal. Adam will disagree, and he will be like, "Oh, he's an ass, and he's this and that." We don't need Diego Costa. We don't need Diego Costa at Arsenal.
Hey, I tell you what, Natasha, right? We're just talking to you lot, right? Trying to put a show together. Have a look. Look how burnt this is. You know, look how burnt that is, Natasha. Jesus.
I would eat it. I need
pizza. Go on, sorry. Go on about Diego Costa. I do apologize.
No, I was saying we don't need Diego Costa at Arsenal. You can keep him in Spain. You can keep him wherever you want.
I've been saying it for ages, don't you? know I've been saying it for ages.
Yeah.
But I have heard, but I have heard from my old partner in the football agency world is that it's actually West Ham he's going to, but I don't know whether that's true or not.
No, you mean Sofian said it that West Ham is trying to sign him, and I don't.
No. I said it in our WhatsApp group. I said
I don't care. I'm happy. West Ham taking him. West Ham can take him. They can probably give us Bowen or some other player, maybe Forlans and some of those guys, Forlans and whatever. But they can take Diego Costa all they want. They can even give us Antonio. Arsenal should sign Antonio. He can do more than what Diego Costa can do, and I'll be happy with that. No complaints.
Do you rate 4-0 then? I know a lot of West Ham fans don't rate him.
See, I am not saying he is the best in the Premier League, but with what we have got, like the likes of Granit Xhaka and probably even Elneny and Ceballos, I would take him. I would definitely take him. Ceballos can fuck off back to Real Madrid. Granit Xhaka, not good enough. We all know that. And Elneny is okay. He's good as a squad player. But some of these players, like as I said, Granit Xhaka, Danny Ceballos, maybe even Willian, because Willian hasn't proven himself at Arsenal. I would get rid of those guys and get in maybe a Fornals and even a Bowen. Why not? Those guys can do something. Those guys are young. They still have time. They can do something at Arsenal. I would take them. Why not?
Okay. Right, just to let you know, just kicked off, the second half kicked off. I'll just go through the scores so far.
Yeah.
Right, where are we? Right, 0-0 Brighton and Arsenal. 4-0 at half-time Leeds and West Brom.
Yeah, that game is
0-0
done.
as we know with Southampton and West Ham. And Burnley are 1-0 up against Sheffield United. The only game in the Championship which has kicked off is Birmingham 0, Derby 3.
Yeah.
In La Liga, earlier on today, Sevilla 2-0 against Villarreal, and it's coming up to half-time in Barcelona with Barcelona 0, Eibar 0. Can you imagine if Eibar hold on to that, the test?
Yeah, Barcelona are struggling this season. They are absolutely crap, you can say, in a way. Messi wants to leave. They didn't let him leave, and unfortunately, they will now pay the price.
And 2 games have kicked off in League One. It's 34 minutes gone. Listen to this: 34 minutes gone in Burton Albion.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Burton Albion 2, Wigan 2. It's only 34 minutes gone, and just kicked off. Swindon 0, Milton Keynes Dons 0. In League 2.
Yeah.
Most of them have kicked off now. Stevenage, that was the final score, 1-0 against Cambridge, and 0-0 between Bradford and Port Vale, Forest Green and Crawley, Grimsby and Oldham, Leyton Orient and Southend, and Warsaw and Scunthorpe. Newport and Exeter postponed, Mansfield and Salford postponed.
Adam, I need 5 minutes. I'll just be back in 5 minutes.
Yeah, no problem. No problem at all, man. No worries at all.
Thank you. Give me 5 minutes. Thank you. I'll be there. I'll be there. I'll just text you on private chat.
Yeah, no problem, man. No problem at all. I'll get. Okay, man. Oh, that was nice of Nitesh to come in. So, right, let's get back to this game, yeah? Right. I hope the second half is better than the first half, I tell you. Right. So, 0-0, 47 minutes gone. We'll see what happens from now. And, yeah, if anyone else wants to join, if you want to come in, no problem at all. We'll have a chat. Enjoy that with the test, to be honest. Much easier sharing a live stream. But in the meantime, guys, please share and West Ham are going into there and we couldn't get a shot off. 1 second. 1 second. Come on. Right, if you look at the ticker, that's all my details are below. Facebook Football Brownie, Instagram Adam Brown 451. And it'll come round again now. Like, share, and subscribe the YouTube channel. Ball come over for West Ham. Southampton defended quite easily. Come out to the shoot check. Haller gone wide again. Ref has blown for a free kick. Let's bring back Elijah. Hey mate, how are you? Yeah, what's that? What's been happening?
Nothing really on. I'm just tired, really.
Tired. Are you going to school tomorrow or not? I think he's frozen. Never mind. What I'll do now, I'll just do next 10-15 minutes on my own, and then I'll bring people back in. But yeah, West Ham have an attack there. And from 50 minutes now, and it's still 0-0. I need to skate all over it. But it's been really interesting. It's nice to have different opinions, isn't it? It's nice to have different opinions, and what people think about their own clubs. I mean, me and Nitesh, we get on really, really well, and it's good to have a debate. It's good to have different opinions, but as long as they are constructive opinions, and we'll shake hands at the end of a debate, then I got no problem at all on that. Right, we're coming up to 51 minutes now. Southampton trying to be on the attack, cut out by Declan Rice. I'll tell you what, the Declan Rice and Soucek kind of combination, a defensive midfield combination, I really do rate the both of them. But that partnership is really, really good. A bit of head tennis going on between the two teams, and as per usual, one of the players go down like a sack of spuds, basically. Right, let's get statistics. Possession, Southampton 59%, West Ham 41%. Shots 4 to Southampton, 3 to West Ham. On target, 1 each. Let's have a look at the scores elsewhere as well. Just bear with me a sec. Okay, Brighton 0, Arsenal 0, West Brom 0, Leeds 4 now. Who scored the fourth one for Leeds? Oh, Rodrigo scored the fourth one. As we know, Southampton 0, West Ham 0, Burnley 1, Sheffield United 0. In the Championship, we got Birmingham 0, Derby 4, and just kicked off Sheffield Wednesday 0, Middlesbrough 0. And where else are we? League One. Coming up to half time now, we've got Burton Albion 2, Wigan 2, and MK Dons are taking the lead. 11 minutes gone, Swindon 0, MK Dons 1. League 2. It was confirmed full time, Stevenage 1, Cambridge 0. All the other games in League 2 0-0. It's now half time. Barcelona 0, Eibar 0, and the game earlier on, Sevilla 2, Villarreal 0. But 54 minutes gone, West Brom 0, Leeds 4. Now, that's just incredible, isn't it? How many goals have West Brom conceded? How many goals have West Brom conceded since Sam Allardyce taken over? Jeez. That would be it. Let's have a look. When he took over before the Villa game, didn't he? He lost 3-0. Then he 1-1 with Liverpool. Now, so far, it's 4-0. So, in 2.5 games, you can say, West Brom have conceded 8 goals in 2.5 games. Incredible. Incredible. They deserve to go down after the way they treated Bilic, in my opinion, but that is only my opinion. Let's get back to the Southampton West Ham game. Okay. Big up my man. Big up my man. How are you? Hope everything is well. I missed you, I tell you. Big up to my good friend in Ireland, Dusty, who is in the chat right now. Right, Southampton are going down the right-hand side. Walcott cuts it back. Ball comes over. Cross easily dealt with. Just it was a hanging cross, easily dealt with by the by West Ham defenders. Ball is coming back now. It's easily dealt with. Quite a boring game, this one. I don't know what that means, but I can figure out in my head, man. Well, anyway, please like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's Football on Brownie on YouTube, Football on Brownie on Facebook. All the details are down here. Hang on 1 second. I need to get used to this. See that right down the bottom? Football Brownie YouTube. Twitter is @FootballBrownie. Drop the E and replace it with a 1. Facebook, Football Brownie. And Instagram, AdamBrown451. Please share, please like. Smash that like button like Stan Collymore smashed Eureka Johnson. And we can grow the channel, grow the community, and just enjoy ourselves surrounding the world of football, I suppose. And as I say, that Southampton smashes a ball over a bar. Elijah, I'm just going to go on my own for next 10-15 minutes, my friend, if that's okay. I thought you were frozen, but you said you were tired, so I'll just do it on my own for next 10-15 minutes as the test is due back. So just bear with me, and I'll bring you in later on, if that's okay, man. Anyway, 0-0, Southampton, West Ham. Cardiff City, big game later on. I'm doing another watch along later on with Cardiff City. They're away to Wickham Wanderers. Now, surely the Bluebirds would get all 3 points, but you never know. I've got no McDonald's. People will be happy to know I got no McDonald's around. I have, because I've been talking to you and completely forgot, I do have a burnt poxy pizza, which, if I threw that, would probably knock somebody out, actually, because it's so hard. But I'm hoping that Cardiff would have an easy 3 points at Adams Park. But we will see. A big shout out to everybody who's watching, either on YouTube or on Facebook. Without your support, then God knows what I would be doing on my own on a shitty Tuesday night. So much appreciated. Please like, share, and subscribe. I really want to get to the 1,000 subscriber mark with YouTube. For people who don't know, once you get to 1,000 subscribers, basically that is where the advertising kicks in, and something you enjoy doing for a hobby starts to become something you can make money on. So without your help, I will continue to do this in a hobby, and I don't want to. I don't want to. So yeah, just bear with me a sec. Are you back, Natesh? 1 second.
Yep, I can. Yeah, Adam, are you able to hear me?
Come on. Natesh, you back? Yeah, I can hear you. So I do apologise, mate. I was just rambling on. Yeah, I was just rambling on. And I completely didn't see your private chat. I do apologise. Still 0-0. Ben Rama is on now for West Ham. So, what you thinking about Ben Rama then, Natesh? Because he was linked with Arsenal, wasn't he? He was linked with Arsenal before he went to West Ham. Now, I don't know what you know about this transfer, of the background of his transfer to West Ham, but
yeah,
if you cast your mind back to transfer deadline day, right? David Moyes, it's come out now. It's all come out. David Moyes wanted Josh King from Bournemouth rather than Ben Rama. The owners of West Ham didn't give him Josh King. They gave him Ben Rama. Right?
Yeah.
So he then went to a medical, which Ben Rama, I don't know if you can remember, but Ben Rama actually failed 2 medicals. Yeah. Something about blood testing or something. Yeah. Right? So they come to an agreement with Brentford that they will take him on loan until January with an agreement of signing him permanently. Now it's quite clear to say that David Moyes doesn't want Ben Rama. I like him. I like the guy, if I'm honest with you. I thought he tore Leeds a new arsehole when West Ham played Leeds the other week. But he's not a David Moyes player. Let's just put it like that. And David Moyes has quite clearly shown that he's not selecting him, to the annoyance of many West Ham fans. And now come January, will West Ham pull a plug on taking him on permanently? I'm just wondering, because this Diego Costa thing has come to light. Or Josh King could well be made available as well from Bournemouth, because he'd be 6 months less on his contract with Bournemouth as well. So what's your feeling about this Ben Rama kind of situation? I really feel sorry for him at the moment.
These are the kind of situations which get Arsenal what players they want. And hopefully if West Ham messes things up, Arsenal can capitalize on it. I mean, we need players, and Ben Rama is quite.
Would you take Ben Rama? Would you take Ben Rama at Arsenal?
Exactly, definitely, I would. That is why I'm saying that I hope that West Ham messes up the deal, and we probably get him for maybe like 15 to 20 million. I think his current price is 23 million, and we would take him for 20 odd million. I mean, I hope this happens, because we don't need players like OR. We need people like Ben Rama who have proven themselves that they can do it in the Premier League. And why not take him rather than taking someone who's unknown to the Premier League and may or may not perform? This guy is doing it in the Championship, and he seems to be ready for the Premier League. And even when he has played for West Ham, he's played decent football. So I think Arsenal should capitalize on this mishap that West Ham is having. And if David Moyes doesn't want him, Arteta should take him. At least, if not as a first team player, he can definitely have him as a squad player initially, and then see what he does, and then get him into the first team if everything works out. We should probably try to poke Brentford for a loan, for a 1-season loan with the clause to buy, what West Ham exactly did. And if we're able to get him on loan, that is the best thing ever, because we can then get rid of Dani Ceballos and get in Ben Rama. And we will have filled that void. And if Emil Smith Rowe can perform, he will definitely need a backup like Ben Rama, a creative player. And I'm not saying that he can play as a winger, but we can definitely also try to sell Pepe, and if we have Ben Rama in the squad, so I think it gives us a lot of options, and we should probably take the player because we can try to get him for loan and then get him for like cheap, maybe like 15 odd million. So I think there is no loss in that because we are anyways looking at players like Buendia, Max Aarons, and all these guys from Norwich, which are championship players. So if you're already looking at those kind of players, so I think Ben Rama is also at the top of those kind of players, and he's one of the better players in the championship who has come to rest.
I think so. And that Buendia, you on about that Buendia from Norwich, Max Aarons, personally, I think it would be absolute suicidal of Norwich to sell any of their players before they get promoted.
See, that is the thing. Yeah, right.
Go ahead.
See, that is the thing. If Norwich feels secure, thinking that we sell these guys, make money, maybe 20 odd million, 30 odd million, and still make it to the Premier League, I think Norwich will take that risk because they know that right now clubs like Arsenal are desperate for players and they will be ready to spend decent amounts of money, and they will try to capitalize on it. I don't think, see, Premier League qualification may give them another 40, 50 odd million. But if they're able to sell maybe two.
And the Western Test, apparently.
And what?
But you know, our playoff final is like worth 120 million, isn't it?
Again, Adam, that depends on the fact whether they win it or not. If they lose it and they remain in the championship, they don't make any kind of real money. Yeah. Go ahead, sorry.
You're talking to someone who follows the championship club, and very, I think only about 4 championship clubs actually make money these days.
But I wanted to ask you, where will they make 150 million that you're saying? 120.
120. What they say is that the playoff final is one of the most
what game?
Richest games in the world.
What
because they call the playoff final, where the two teams in the championship playoff play each other to get a place in the Premier League.
Yeah.
They call that one of the richest games in the world because it then entitles you to hundreds of millions then if you get promoted. So selling for Norwich to sell a couple of their players for say 20 million each, and if they fall like a bloody, like a balloon which had a bullet hole shot right through it. Yeah. Financially, that could be suicidal for them. Where, in my opinion, if they held out until the summer, and then they could have more money for those players because technically they are then officially Premier League players.
No, but two things, Adam. I don't believe that a playoff final can give a team 120 odd billion. That must be the total pricing of that game. But I think the club must barely get anything because if suppose say a club gets 120 odd million, or even if half of that 60 odd million from a playoff final, every team in the Premier League will want to get relegated and go into that final spot because if you remember that teams do not get that kind of money in the Premier League for just staying on top. Yes, they may be getting around 25 to 30 million, you can say approximately, for remaining in the Premier League. But if it's 60, 70 odd million for playing a playoff final, then every Premier League team will want to get relegated and play that final. And another thing, see, the thing with respect to Norwich is they do not have a conclusive response or an idea whether these players that are wanted right now by clubs like Arsenal will be wanted by them one season later. So it is a risk that they may then try to take, that we will get into the Premier League. And one more thing, you need to understand that a player like Buendia, Claude always fails to pronounce his name, Buendia, may not be something that Norwich needs, but Arsenal needs. Because if you remember, Buendia was part of the team when Norwich got relegated, and he couldn't deliver for Norwich. But if Arsenal wants him for a particular reason, they will want to sign him now. And if
Yeah.
Norwich does not sell now in January, it may happen that in the summer Arsenal may get a lot more options like OR or someone else. So I think Norwich will not be keen on taking that risk, and they may probably try to sell him for a higher price than what they must have expected initially. But I think they will definitely try to sell him while they can still make money out of him. Because Norwich may not be a buying club, they may not be a Premier League level club yet, but they could definitely be a selling club.
Right. I'm going to read now
Sure.
a breakdown of every. Hang on, let me. A tame shot went straight to the West Ham goalkeeper. To be honest, he had the ball. I thought it could have been. Right, I'm going to give you a breakdown actually
Okay.
of the Premier League prize money from 2019-20, so last season, yeah?
Yeah.
Now I'm going to give you an overall prize money because obviously it could work. Some games where more popular teams would be shown more on with TV rights and so on, right? So I'm going to give you an overall, and you know what? You'll be surprised now.
Okay.
This is why they claim that playoff final is one of the richest games in the world because of what you would get by getting into the Premier League, okay?
Okay.
Now, Liverpool, for winning it, overall prize money was 153 million, right?
Yeah.
Now it goes out, it goes down, it goes down, it goes down. You know how much Norwich got for finishing bottom?
One sec. Before that, I just want to say 153 million, including all the TV rights, including
That's including everything, yeah. That's including everything.
So they
That's
were not
including
getting up. Yeah, they were not getting up any more, and they would have to pay the player wages. They
Well,
would have to
I
pay
get
the bonuses and
how it broke down.
yeah.
Every club gets 34 million, all right?
Yeah.
As an equal share. Facilities rent, it come up 33 million.
Yeah.
Merit share, whatever that means, come up 38. International TV rights come up to 43.
Yeah.
Commercial revenue 5. All in all, the prize money Liverpool had was 153 million.
Yeah, as
Sorry?
champions, 153 million. As champions.
Yeah, as champions.
Now
As
let's
champions,
go to the bottom
right?
end of the table, and what did Norwich have?
Let's go to the bottom. How much overall do you think Norwich won? And this is why.
Yeah.
No, hang on. I'll make my point first. This is why, supporters like of Manchester United and Arsenal,
Yeah.
complain that their boards don't really go for it, right? The overall prize money of the team finished last, which was Norwich City last season, was 96.5 million.
Okay.
Right? Now that's only a difference of
50 million.
Yeah, say rounded off 50 million. Right?
Yeah.
Now, Arsenal, who finished 8th, right, last season, had an overall prize money of 134 million.
Yeah.
Right? That's 29 million.
Yeah.
Yes, 20. No, hang on. It's 19 million less than Liverpool. 19 million. So you know where clubs just want to be competitive and nothing else.
Yeah.
The difference between 1st and 8th is 19 million. Well, you have to buy players 50, 60, 70, 80 million.
Two things.
So then it makes you wonder why clubs don't overbuy if a difference in prize money is so minute Can you see the point I'm trying to make?
No, there are two reasons for that. When you see how much money a club made, does it count the 10 odd million, I think, for FA Cup win that we got? That
No,
is
I
one.
think I'm completely different. No, I'm on about Premier League. I'm on about solely Premier League prize money.
Okay. If it doesn't, okay, then the other thing is you need to understand that we make around 50 odd million plus from ticket sales. So I think that definitely is counted there. If that wasn't counted there, I think the difference would be huge. And that is where this season comes in. If it was like last season without COVID, we would have been similar to what Liverpool has been getting. But unfortunately, because of COVID, we have a huge wage amount that comes in from the ticket sales, which we will not be getting this season, and we had to refund even last season. So I think this is minus. This does not include that, and unfortunately, whether we accept it or not, but Liverpool got a lot of money last season. Arsenal had to refund back and give back and lose a lot of funds because of the fact that we get a lot of money from the ticket sales. Now, with that being said, there is no doubt in the minds of any Arsenal fan that Kroenke can spend more.
Sorry, mate.
Yeah.
Before you continue,
Yeah.
you'd be happy to know.
Yeah.
Probably do know, but Lacazette put Arsenal 1-0 up. Lacazette put Arsenal 1-0 up.
Adam, I said this at the start of the season. Lacazette will be Arsenal's top scorer. Lacazette will be Arsenal's top scorer this season. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit who has. I don't give a shit who has his dick up his ass or whatever. But these guys.
Go on, have a scores. Listen to this.
Yeah,
go on, have a scores. Burnley are beating Sheffield United still 1-0.
Yeah.
Leeds are 5-0 up away to West Brom now. Rafinha, or whatever you call him.
He's a good player. He's a good player, yeah.
He's good. And going down, Barcelona, no, Eibar have gone 1-0 up at the new camp.
Yeah, so Messi out. Messi out, yeah, go ahead.
In the Championship, Sheffield Wednesday, bear in mind they sacked Pulis earlier on today. They've gone 1-0 up against
Sheffield Wednesday Simpies Club, Sheffield.
And in League One, Burton and Wigan are still 2-2. Milton Keynes Dons now gone 2-0 up away to Swindon. In League Two, apart from Stevenage 1-0 against Cambridge, that final score. Crawley got 1-0 up against Forest Green. Scunthorpe have got 1-0 up against Warsaw, and all the other games are 0-0.
You know what the funny thing is? You will be one of the guys who will be trolling Sam once Lacazette is Arsenal's top scorer this season.
I'd still have Diego Costa over him, my friend.
Not at all. If he's Arsenal's top scorer this season, there is no way you can say that Diego Costa is better than Lacazette.
Well, we'll see. I can't believe I picked another shite game to do a watch along with, I tell you.
But look at this. Okay, all these guys were like Lacazette is shit on Twitter. Lacazette is crap. Sam was like Lacazette is this, Lacazette is that. Get in Eddie, get in youngsters, get in this, that. Now he's scoring goals. And I was talking about the fact, give him a creative midfielder behind him and see what he does. And if this proves to be another winner, which it could possibly, I'm not saying it will, but I'm saying it could possibly, then these guys need to shut up and accept the fact that they were wrong. But will Sam say no? Sam said, I'm not calling him out, but I'm saying that Sam said I was right about Emil Smith Rowe playing in midfield. Yes, I was saying that this youngster needs to play in midfield. I wanted him to play in midfield. He's playing in midfield, fine, no problem. But Sam said, yeah, go ahead. He said, get rid of Lacazette. Get in that Eddie Nketiah guy who's performing in the Europe.
Since Ben Rama come on, West Ham are stepping up He is something special. He is something special, and I don't see why Moyes isn't playing him as often. West Ham got a corner, ball coming over, and bypassed everyone really. But they got a chance to knock it back in. Couldn't beat the first man. What's your feeling of both West Ham and Southampton this season, Nitesh?
I think West Ham are lucky to be where they are. I'm not saying Moyes is bad. He's a good manager. He will be towards the top half of the table, but he's a bit lucky where he is right now. It's because of teams like Chelsea and Arsenal not playing well. If they were playing well, he would be pushed towards the bottom half of the upper table. But with respect to Southampton, I think Southampton have a manager who has a plan. But yes, just like Leeds, Southampton will tire. They will be tired soon, if not already.
Yeah.
I think they're already tired. They look tired, and that is why they are dropping points to simple teams. And I think Southampton will be tired. They have one of their best assets is Ward-Prowse, who converts free kicks.
Yeah.
And after some point of time, that outlet will close down, and it will be like both West Ham and Southampton, who were towards the top of the table, will go down, and they will go towards mid-table and towards the bottom half of the table eventually. I guess they will sit somewhere in the top half. But towards the end.
You know with Facebook, yeah, because I completely messed up on the timing here. With Facebook, how long will they allow you to go over on a live stream?
They give you from whatever time you plan the stream, they give you 10 minutes. So you can consider, you can consider that you need to start the live stream within 7 or 8 minutes.
Yeah. I've just had a 3-minute warning now with Facebook, so I got 3 minutes left before the 10 minutes kick in, man.
For the Cardiff
for the Cardiff game, and it's
try to delay it by some time, otherwise it gets deleted.
Okay, let's see what I can do. Here. God knows how I'm going to do this now.
But how is it overlapping? Probably you should delay it by 15 to 20 minutes, probably 20 minutes more, because this game is not done yet.
I know, but I messed up, didn't I? I messed up with it all.
I think you can still delay it by 20
see what
minutes.
I can do. Yeah. I completely messed up, didn't I? I forgot about an hour earlier than what I should have.
Typical. Yeah, seriously. The games are not done yet. I mean, it must be around like at least 30 minutes left of the games.
No, it's 8 minutes. 8 minutes left of the game.
Wait, let me see. 11:30. 8 minutes, just 8 minutes? I think there should be around 10 to 15 minutes left.
I'm looking at the clock. We're 7 minutes now. It's on 83.
Okay. Yeah, and added on time. So that's like around 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So you should push it 20 minutes beyond.
So how can I do that? Would I have to go into the broadcast studio or if I edit?
StreamYard edited.
Yeah. So if I do it at 45, if I do it at 45,
just push it 20 minutes.
Must be scheduled for 10 minutes from now. Okay, so I'll have to do it 50. Do it 55. What the hell?
You know, this is probably one of the most drunk streams that I've done with my eyes closed.
Well, I've done it 55 because I've joined up with Cardiff City, like online, you know.
Okay.
And shoot check. Oh no, Ben Rama nearly went through there. Shot brilliantly saved by McCarthy, the Southampton keeper. Yeah, what I've done, I've done the. I just delayed it to 8:55, so 7:55, so it'd be a few minutes over. I hope Cardiff don't get an early goal. Oh yeah, Ben Rama, the ball come to him, hit it, and just instant save by McCarthy. And yeah, we have Cheddars in the chat. Natesh, we have Cheddars in the chat. Big up to Cheddars. Hope you're all well in Cyprus.
Big up Cheddars.
Please like, share, and subscribe to everybody in the chat or watching, whether on Facebook or on YouTube. Right down on the band here, you can see all my contact details. Please subscribe, and let's make this channel bigger. As I say that, Barcelona have just equalised against Eibar in the 68th minute, and Southampton are on the attack. It's now coming into the 85th minute, and I went for 1-1. I knew it'd be a draw. I just thought that both teams may have scored. What did you think before this game, Natesh?
Well, one thing, big up to Cheddars. I think he's already subscribed to all our channels, so thank you so much. And definitely. And I'm high. I'm just saying that because I'm high. But anyways, the fact of the thing is, I think Barcelona should have let go of Messi. They should have probably signed one or two more players with that money that they have kept him with. He's least interested, and I think they'll end up playing a draw now. I think they got 1-1, so I think it's not going to be anything more than a draw. They could have lost it, and they can still lose it, but I think it's going to be a 1-1 draw now, as you've said.
Well, it's coming up to the 70th minute now. I don't know. I think they'll probably go on and win 2-1 now. You know what they like. Basically because of fitness, Eibar. But then again, Eibar gave Real Madrid a good game earlier this season, so you never know. But again, it was only towards the end of the game in which Eibar started to tire quite heavily. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes.
But I'm so glad that Lacazette has scored, and he has definitely he's definitely shut up all those haters.
Well, let's have a look at the scores. Right, let's go have a look at the scores.
Oh, by the way, I just want to give you an update.
Yeah, go on.
I got McCarthy in goal, who has 7 points right now. I got Walker-Peters in goal, who has 5 points right now. I got Cresswell, who has 6 points. I have Soucek, who has 3 points. So that is my FPL team doing well.
Well, I got Cresswell, and I got Soucek. Bowen, I don't think Bowen has come on, has he? I don't think, because Bowen was on the bench as well. Oh, Bowen is on for Yarmolenko, so he's come on as well. But no.
I want 30 seconds from you to everyone who said lack of threat or lack of threat. they can suck my cock, literally. Lack of threat.
But if it continues like this, Natasha, it's a good win for for Arsenal. You think? You agree?
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, we need wins. We are getting wins, and you know why we are getting wins right now is because simply, not simply, but simply because of the fact that we didn't have a creative midfielder. We got Emil Smith Rowe there playing as a creative midfielder, and now we are doing things that we were supposed to be doing before. And funny how Aubameyang didn't do it for them, or for us rather. And Lacazette is the man. So I want to see you get Sam Greenwood on after this. No Lacazette.
Well, I do hope that they all come into the Cardiff watch-along. I'm hoping a few Cardiff fans will come in as well. I just want to double check with the Cardiff TV. But
you need to get Sam Greenwood on and what he thinks of Lacazette now. I want to hear.
But I tell you what, hey, listen, can you hold the fort while I just pop to a toilet, Natasha?
Sure.
Yeah.
And big up to Cheddars and Natasha in the chat. Unfortunately, I can't add you. I can see that you're very keen to get on to the stream, and that's all Adam's, whatever Adam decides, because Adam's the boss. It's his channel, but I can see that you're very keen on getting onto the chat, and I will apologize for Adam. I don't know what's the thing with Adam, but I guess he's the boss here right now. It's his channel. And Cheddars, yeah, all those Lacazette critics will now go silent. Similar thing happening with Chelsea. All those guys who said Giroud this, Giroud that, let him go. Giroud, we don't need Giroud. Now they are like Giroud in, Giroud our first choice striker. We want Giroud and all that. So that is how fickle these fan bases are. And today, if we end up retaining this win, we get this win against Brighton. So what happens to the Arteta out bandwagon? I mean, do they have a life or do they lose their livelihood? I mean, because everyone who was Arteta out, and we suddenly beat Chelsea, and now we are suddenly beating Brighton, and who knows, we may end up beating another team, and we could be doing some crazy things.
I'm back, my friend.
Yeah, Adam, I was saying, if you beat Brighton today, what happens to this Arteta out wannabe bandwagon?
I know. Well, West Brom now, if they concede 5 now, they've conceded 3 since Allardyce took over. They conceded 3 against Villa, 1 against Liverpool, 5. So they conceded 9 in 3 games. If it continues at 5-0, it could be more. Right? Now, surely Arsenal can get a win there. So then you've got 3 games. We got 3 wins out of 3. What are the Arteta haters going to think about that?
Exactly. No, so that was the thing. That is what I was wondering. What do these guys who say Arteta out, blah 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 blah? But now we are winning games. We beat Chelsea, and we are already beating another team now, Brighton. If we win this game, and what just happens? These guys have no life. They have no livelihood. They have nothing to do.
I know.
They have no life. What happened to the? It's just one game. You beat Chelsea. It's just one game. What happens to those guys? What happens?
Well, exactly. It'd be funny if Arteta won the FA Cup again, to be honest.
No, forget about the FA Cup, Adam. But we if we win games, I am just looking at a tweet. Credit to Lacazette. He has changed the game for us since coming on. Great hold up, play a goal, has led the line well. You fucking morons! When I was saying the same thing, he was playing as a cam, then a striker, and he has some capabilities and some qualities. People were like, Lacazette, get rid of him. He's crap. He's this. He's that. He's past his prime. Blah blah blah. Whatever. You saw that entire debate where all the cocks were flying around.
Yeah.
So now he's scoring goals. What do these guys say? He scored against City. He scored in the last game. He scored against Chelsea with the penalty spot. He's scoring now again. He's changed the game for us against Brighton. What do these poor guys say now? They have nothing to say. And Sam will say, like, I said we should be playing Emil Smith-Rowe, but
I know. Yeah.
What about Lacazette, the guy you were slating off and you were saying, play Eddie Nketiah, he's good in the Europa League. I'm not hating on him, but I'm saying, like, when you're saying that, give me credit for saying that Emil Smith-Rowe should have started. What about the thing that where you were saying that Lacazette should be dropped and get in Eddie Nketiah, who's absolutely bullshit.
Right. Listen, Natasha, I'm just going to have to switch the stream. The game's finished. 0-0, Southampton, West Ham. Quite a boring game. But please like, share, subscribe to the channel, guys. I'm just going to jump on another link for a watch along Wickham and Cardiff. Please join me. Natasha, I hope you join me. I hope everybody else joins me. Thank you very much for watching. I need to quickly get over to that other screen. See you all soon. Take care, lads.
Bye.